Sun is down, freezing cold. That's how we already know when it's here. My dog will probably do it for a Louis belt. Nothing else. I
I
That's
tried.
tried to
it.
show him.
What up, y'all? This is the arcade tokens, and we have to talk about what happened yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah, we have to talk about how we're
Yeah.
going to talk about Travis Scott. You sung the Drake part of the Travis Scott song. I ain't saying you ain't shit, but if the debate was you ain't shit, be a strong argument.
Nah,
Listen.
we ain't starting. We ain't starting there. We are not starting with the one weirdly negative thing that you think about this show. Travis Scott and Fortnite just changed music and gaming at the same damn time. Now, before you guys even start going, yeah, Marshmello. Oh, Marshmello did it last year. When?
No disrespect to Marshmello. Let's say
No, I
that.
watched it.
Yeah,
but it's like, when did that happen?
He did it, but Travis did that.
Did it like change the game? Did it?
Yeah,
It's just once again, rap, hip hop. We are the most influential genre of music.
yes.
The whole world has lost it about this. People who had no idea about Fortnite and the fact that you could even have a concert virtually, people had no clue about this type of stuff until yesterday.
Yeah.
Man. For those of you guys who have no idea what this is, it is very confusing. Fortnite is probably the biggest game on earth right now. It's a multiplayer battle royale format, which basically means a bunch of players drop into this map and they pretty much just duke it out. But it's become such a big cultural thing that, there's like people kind of just hang out on this island at this point. They play, but they just sort of hang out, and that gives you so many opportunities. And the people at Fortnite are so creative. They started throwing musical events. Now, what is a music video, like a video game music event? It's really dope. We're actually going to watch it with you guys in a few seconds, but just to give you guys some context, all the players go to a certain part of the map. They set up a digital stage, and it's 100% visual. You can pretty much do whatever you want. The same way that anime is always going to be better than action films because you have no limits. This concert has literally no visual limits, and we don't want to give any spoilers because we'll be talking about it as we watch it. But let's pull up the website. Let's show them what this actually is.
Yeah, while we get in the website, man, like you said, shout out to Fortnite because like you said, Marshmello was one of the first ones to do this as a trial run. Mm-hmm. But not only have they done music, they've also been able to move over into more streams of entertainment, like movies. Like a lot of people didn't know, like, yeah, you could went and saw the Star Wars trailer before anybody in Fortnite.
Right. That was cool. They even did something where they had an event, and then at the end of the event, everybody had to pick up a lightsaber, and they just started fighting. Yeah. It's pretty dope, though.
It is pretty dope.
It's a crazy activation, man. We'll get more into it. When we read this, we'll get more into it.
Yeah. So I mean, it is the whole nine in terms of packaging. Like they basically have a whole tour going on. So they did North America yesterday. They're going to be going to different regions. And doing this performance, and it's not just that. They got skins that you can buy. They got, they just got a whole bunch of these stickers, emotes, dances, loading screens. There's just they did everything and they packaged it up. It's called Astronomical.
Yeah.
And it's only 2 days. I didn't know it was that short.
They literally just did a weekend festival within the game, guys.
Yes, they did.
Wow.
And it was everything you wanted.
Yeah.
All right, so let's scroll down so we could show the people.
Hold on. Keep going, but let me get something lined out on my end. Sorry about that.
Okay, yeah, and then if not to like have not only a dope campaign, change the game, have this completely dope visual experience, he blessed us with a new track,
brand new
him and Kid Cudi. The Scots.
There we go.
At the end of the concert.
Y'all good to go.
Yeah, all right, cool. So let's go down. All right, so we see it's Thursday, 2 shows today, 2 shows Saturday.
Yes.
1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. You see the skins. He has like a couple of them. There's the regular Travis Scott, but he has sort of like the Cactus Jack lit up on the back, which was super dope. There's like the Robo Travis Scott, and then this new like space helmet Mysterio looking character.
Yeah.
I just want to stop and say, like, Travis Scott is like the perfect artist for this too. Like, I don't think this would have worked with Drake, and we can go into that a little bit later when we go into it. But there's just something about his aesthetic with the, you know, outer space, roller coasters, the whole desert thing. Like, it's very video game friendly, and a lot of rappers, I don't know if they could have pulled this off.
Uzi Vert could have pulled this off. Uzi Vert would be an interesting one to do on here.
I don't think he's as big yet, though. Like, I understand.
No. Yeah. As he grows,
style, aesthetic wise, like all the little assets that could go along with Uzi Vert's brand at the moment, they're kind of in the same realm for sure. I give it Wood.
This is an obvious first choice, though.
Oh yeah, and then shout out to him for putting his Nike kicks in there, his Jordan kicks.
Jordans made it into a Fortnite video game, bro.
Yes.
Travis Scott stickers are in there. That's so fly.
That's crazy to me. Like, he's doing it so big with these, like, those Jordans will sell out in 2 seconds. He did the Reese's Puff collab. Like, this dude is killing it. So emotes, if you don't know what, you know, if you're over 20 years old and you don't know what an emote is like the dances within Fortnite. So all the controversy you heard about, like, dancers being like, oh, they took my dance. That's an emote. So he's gonna show you. There's one of them. What's another one, Cleo?
What's another one?
Hit this one.
The L one.
Yeah, with
the L one. That one.
The L one. Shoot became one. You know, they took the shoot from your boy Block Boy JB.
Yeah.
It's I'm surprised they don't have like the Nene or anything. Or the
no, they did. That was like one of the beginning dances.
Yeah, but I feel like an emote couldn't pull that off. There's some that it's just gonna look.
The black chick looked like she pulled it off, but when you see like the white boy do it, it was just like no.
Well, I mean, they're all the same mechanics.
Yeah, but you know, something about them hips, man. When they were moving, it was good.
So let's go into the merch, because they also sold a lot of merch, and I had never seen it before.
Jeez,
we did this.
They sell a lot of merch, man.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know what in the Chinatown market was going on, but whoever was running the design factory for Travis Scott with this rollout really killed it. The fact that you have a flip of the old PlayStation logo, the fact that you had a flip of the Super Nintendo logo. I think there was this flip of what I want to say is the Metal Gear Solid font as well.
I think so. I think that is what they were.
You saw it? Yeah. I love it, bro. I think they really, really went all in, balls to the wall with this. Look at the Acclaim. Look right there at the top left. It says Astro right there. That's the old Acclaim logo.
Yes, it is.
Oh, those are all logos.
All logos from old schools.
Yeah.
And I love how he incorporated the Fortnite map, set it on fire. Then you had like this one. Another thing too, like back to like with his skin, you have the famous raging with the microphone.
Right. Everybody was doing that at the concert. It was like,
yes. Oh, and the Nerf gun. Yeah. You have the Nerf gun too, man. Yeah. Cleo, man, you want to give us some more detail on the Nerf gun? Because you got a Fortnite edition.
I got the Fortnite Nerf gun, right?
These are dope. I love the upside down PlayStation symbol.
This is a dope.
That's all.
This is a dope.
That's a hard.
Shout out to everyone over at Epic Games. I went to E3 this year and they handed me this. They're like, "Yo, good, it's for you. Congratulations!" And it's dope, right? Cool. I like it. And this is
that the machine gun in Fortnite? I am so Fortnite illiterate.
Yeah, this is one of the guns in Fortnite that you end up picking up while you're out there on the map. But I love the fact that Travis went ahead and teamed up and did a collaboration with Nerf to get a Travis Scott fully designed different look to this gun, man.
That's a design. I hope they released his involvement. You know what I mean? I really want to know what his involvement with everything was.
Right. I'm always curious about that too, Pat.
Because it's when you see the first thing I noticed when the performance started was like, oh, they're playing recordings. I thought they found a way for him to like perform live.
Yeah.
But it's really like a visual experience. So once I saw that, I was like, they technically could have done all of this without him. I know that Travis Scott is hands-on, so I'd like to think that he was involved in every aspect of it. But I hope that is released, because I know he was involved with the merch. But in terms of like the gun, the actual like visuals for the performance, you know what I mean? Like,
I would hope that he at least went into the studio, did some motion capture, You know, to be able to emulate like how he naturally is on stage.
Oh, well, that for sure. He definitely did that.
And then I would also hope for him to have curated, you know, the visual experience, the things that we were seeing during the performance, as far as how it flipped up when it went, you know, when the bass hit and people flew out, how the scenes changed. I would hope it would be. Yeah.
But it's also like, I don't know if he knows the mechanics of the game like that. So it's probably something that's just he approves.
Right. Maybe.
Yeah. Most of it would be like all of that stuff you see there would be talked about, strategized. They would have mock-ups made for him to be able to see it in visual. So like he probably wouldn't even see the final render of that. He would see a lesser version of it, but to see how the mechanics move, right. And then whatever he wanted to change, they could change. I would think that would be his involvement. I'm sure everything did come across like his eye to see, like with the Fortnite design, his toys and stuff like that. Because he is he's really interactive with a lot of the stuff he does, like especially after the Astroworld tour.
Yeah.
Right. Well, all right, let's watch it. I want to see it.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna show you guys the experience. We're gonna react to it. You ain't gonna hear none of the new songs. You gotta go download the new song, because if you think Travis Scott and Fortnite won't come after us, you tripping.
They are shooting at us immediately.
Yeah. We would hear a knock on the door as soon as Kadeem pressed play.
Right. Shut this whole live down.
You know who this is.
I'm trying to play stupid either.
So yeah. But believe me, if y'all want to right now, I would say get your Travis Scott playlist ready. Put your headphones in. Well, don't put your headphones in because you won't hear us. But play the music while you hearing us, watching these visuals. You will not regret it. This is such a dope experience. You don't even have to be playing. That was what was so cool about it. Yeah, just watching it.
Yeah.
You felt like you were there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was on Twitch. All right, let's get into it. So just so you guys have some context, everybody drops into the map. They give you guys ahead of time where it is in the location. I think it was like north of a place called like Sandy Springs or something.
Sandy Springs.
So you go over to this place and they have a full stage on this beach. There's all these like new little things that you can like mine and fight around. Oh, can they see it?
They can see it, but we can't. It's playing.
Oh yeah, it's black on here. I was waiting for it to start.
My bad.
All right, so yeah, they go to this stage.
There you go.
They go to this stage and they're sort of waiting. There's like a countdown, and here it's kind of choppy. Can you guys see it? All right. Okay, yeah, it's cool. I'll just watch it on YouTube. And it's dope because it's like once everybody's kind of like in these Travis Scott decked out gear, and then once it starts, you just start seeing this little thing in outer space coming through, like flying, like this giant beam of pink light and this big ass planet looking thing. I don't know.
And then
is it? Oh, it's already here. Okay, so you kind of see it. This started a little sooner, but over like, you know, it probably takes like 5 minutes to get there, but you see it like from really far away at first.
Yeah.
And when it gets close, sicko mode drops. So you know all the white kids are going crazy. I saw a clip of this white kid like, Travis, you saved my life, screaming and shit like that. You know what I didn't like though? When you watch on Twitch, your experience is tied to whoever's playing.
Facts.
And some of their camera work is trash.
Yeah,
like they weren't looking at the dopest stuff. Like I lucked out. I went to Travis Scott's official Twitch. Yeah, and the dude who did it was cool. So off bat, the shit lands, and I did not expect this at all.
Right.
I thought it was gonna be a character their size that was like Travis, but this makes so much more sense because now everybody on the map can see exactly what's going. Gigantic.
I love the static effect of him shifting from mood to mood. It's such a great visual performance, man. I don't think we would have really seen anything like this if it wasn't for
like just imagine if this was real life. Like imagine the Fortnite island and this going on right now.
You know what's crazy? The part that I love the best in the just off top. Look at she's doing the Travis Scott head rock.
And then he brings you in.
He hits the jail pose and everything. This is what I loved about it. They didn't pick no safe black dude. You know what I mean? They didn't give us it's Fortnite. Like we'll give them like, I don't know, Gambino whatever. Like no shade, but it's just like we got a nigga. Like this is Travis Scott. This dude got braids. He got tattoos. His shirt's off. He's singing sicko mode. Like this is a huge.
Look at the backup dancers over
right?
there. Like,
the electricity ones.
Cold, bro. Cold move, man.
This is
insane. Like just walking around all of Fortnite performing. Shout out to the person that is with the camera work on this, watching this, because this is very great. Because like you said, Pat, some terrible views out there on YouTube currently.
So I just want to say, this got the first one. Got 12 million viewers, and that's just the ones that Fortnite could track. 12 mil. So last year I think Marshmello got around 10. This got 12, and that does not include Twitch. That does not include people who are watching live streaming, all that stuff. So that's just a minimum of 12 million, and that's just the first show. So
that's just day one.
Imagine when all these waves hit. Imagine when all these clips start going viral. People are going to obviously start reporting on it.
Now, Pat, do y'all think that he's gonna change the performance for on these days?
I don't think so. I think they're gonna run the same performance back. They went through the hits, you know what I mean? They went from sicko mode. They went to what was the other joint?
Goosebumps.
Yeah. Yep.
They played Highest in the Room, which was my favorite part.
Yeah.
Can't wait till that happens. I think that's next when he falls back.
Yeah.
Oof.
I love the Terminator version of Travis. Like, it was fly. He's on fire. Look at his pants. Yeah. It's visually like, yo, you're really getting a whole new experience. And like, this could have been its own music video for sure. Sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
Make it. He could
people would have loved it. It'd have been great. But to be so embedded within the Fortnite world and you're actually seeing it through as your avatar in the game, it makes it just a tad bit more interesting, a tad bit more of an experience.
Now, I will say that Epic has so much money, like we were talking about before, and we have seen these crazy concerts like Astroworld, Drake, Damn with Kendrick and Kanye that have been going the extra mile to be different at every city. So I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to see. It might be Fortnite would be the ones to do some different shit in every city. But I would be happy just watching this a couple times.
And I can just imagine from a player's perspective, like being in there with their friends, with their characters, experiencing this stuff and just going through it. Like we said, visually just watching it for us is epic. But just imagine because I'm sure holding the controller, feeling the vibrations going through. I'm sure folks had their headphones in, bumping to the music, just going off, enjoying this experience.
Woo,
now we're in the water now.
He fell back and made Fortnite underwater.
Hard.
So lit, the guy.
They go to Jordans, just
woo. Look at them. I gotta get my hands on them sixes, yo. I need those.
Cactus Jacks, brother. Cactus.
Which one you like more, Will? The sixes or the ones?
I'm gonna have to go with the sixes just because I can fit them. Ones are a little uncomfortable for me.
Tell you. Let us know in the chat which one is your favorite Travis Scott Jordan collaboration. The sixes or the ones?
Jellyfish.
What about you, Pat? Which one you gonna be copying?
I don't give a damn about no Jordans.
So
neither.
Okay.
No J's for Pat. He prefers the moccasins. If Travis Scott rolls out some slides or some Cactus Jack moccasins.
Pick me up,
man.
Travis Scott, yo, drop some Cactus Jack Uggs, bro.
Cloud, do you have moccasins coming out?
No, I'm about to. Here's Drake's part. That's crazy.
Here we go in a full, like Pat called them. This is like the Mysterio look. This looks like it's fresh out of the EDC concert at this point with all the lasers.
Yeah.
This is when I realized, this could be crazier than Coachella because you give this now that people know what this is. They didn't know what this is, but you have a concert like this. You promote it months in advance and have multiple artists. Oh, people are dropping tabs, acid, meth.
This too. Imagine if they combine with Oculus and you watched it.
Oh, that's what's next. That's what's next.
Which they've been trying to get to that level with entertainment and gaming for so long, though, guys.
Can we just talk about this real quick? I didn't mean to cut you off.
Be courtside and sit there, you know, have your VR headset on and watch the game like you're actually sitting courtside. The WWE, they tried it out as well. Even VR chat. VR chat has been around for such a long time where you actually are interacting similar to how you do with this, but there's no game to it. You're just in a virtual world, dancing with people, going to parties. It's crazy. It's crazy. But to see it brought to life in a video game, I think was the one extra piece that whole world of experiencing online concerts or online meetings in general, it made it all come together.
I like that we're following whoever we're following that has a dog on their back, because this just makes this even more fun.
Like a corgi.
Yeah. This is like an adventure.
This part was insane too. This is when he dropped the Scott song.
Boom.
And that shit was so damn lit, bro. This is Cuddy's verse. I already watched this shit like 3 times. And the fact that you don't even really have to do anything, like you're still, but the fact that you're moving around, like you said, the video game aspect, even though you're not really like playing anything difficult, it just makes it that much better. Like if you were just watching all this, it'd be cool, but the fact that you're just controlling it and moving around how you want to, it makes it that much better.
Hey,
and then that's pretty much it. He dropped that final song, and you pretty much hit that light speed, and they drop you right back off at the Fortnite map. And people in the Twitch were going crazy. It was wild. Like people really like landed and was like, "What?
Blown away.
What just
happened?"
This is a visual album, but not. You know what I mean? Like,
right?
People have been dropping visual albums for such a long time, but to see this type of performance, that much put into the production of it, the overall rollout was just incredible. First, it was teased, and then we got the confirmation, and then you saw some of the limited edition emotes and gliders and in-game, special items you could have. From that, it went on to we see the performance, and then the merch rolls out. And then you got to do you get a chance to see it when you're overseas now. It's crazy, man. You'd want to follow along, no BS. You want to see how other people around the world are going to react live. It's cool.
Yeah. So if y'all could though, for everybody that's in the chat and that will rewatch this, what songs do they need to have to listen to this? So like, what were the songs that were played during the concert?
They played everything from Sicko Mode, Goosebumps. They played Highest in the Room. They played his newest song, The Scots. I want to say you said there was one more?
I thought there was one more. Antidote.
He did not play Antidote.
Because
you know what I noticed? He played his cleanest songs too and bleeped all the cuss words because Fortnite is for kids too.
Yeah.
Skeleton.
Someone in the chat said they said they did Antidote as well.
Wake Up. He did Wake Up too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fire, bro. Shit was
but
dope.
I actually don't know. I'm not. I think he did Wake Up.
Shit was dope. It was cool. It's got the internet going wild. And yeah, Marshmello, like we were saying in the beginning, Marshmello may have been, to do it before, but it's just something different about an artist like Travis Scott. That brand is just built completely different. When he does something, people watch and people pay attention. And to this day, I can't figure it out. And I can't lie. I can't figure out what was the launch. The guy's already been talented. The guy was dropping great music. But what was the thing that made him go into outer space with his branding? What was it? Like, we can look at the Kardashian and Jenner brand for what that's built like. Yes, his baby mama is Kylie Jenner, but does that help open all the doors, like from Fortnite to Jordan, like to Dior? Like, what the hell? It's just crazy.
I mean, Travis was on a pace to become a superstar regardless. Yeah. Obviously, when you get involved with the Kardashians and the Jenners, that's just that access is and it was shameless. Like, Travis didn't care. He was like, bro, she's the most famous person on the planet right now. Like, why wouldn't she post go to the Astroworld show? Like, he's not stupid. Nope. But at the same time, it's like, I don't necessarily think he needs her. Did it help? Absolutely. There's white people across the world who know who he is because of her. You can't doubt that. But you also can't take anything away from him because Astroworld had some of the best marketing without Jenner. Maybe she's all on the publishing and the marketing side, right? So when it comes down to like the ideation, the rollouts, all that stuff, he's had that on point. Days Before Rodeo was sick. I don't remember the rollout for Birds in the Trap Sing McKnight, but it was a dope album. This nigga got Justin Bieber to rap. But yeah, like Travis Scott, I've been watching him since what's the first one? Santana? Quit from Mexico, call us Santana. Quintana. So I don't know what it was. I definitely know there was a significant jump with Astroworld, but there was probably like one or two things before that.
It was three key pillars. One is from Texas. Texas hustle cannot be matched to anyone else. 3, Travis Scott is hella creative. Like very, huh?
You went from 1 to 3?
My fault. I did. I went from 1 to 3. And no, I didn't know which one was important, so I'm just now putting them in importance. So number 3 is he's very creative. Like he's the one that decided to do the doll of himself before anybody, even when like his own management told him no, and he was just like, "No, I'm gonna put it out, and I'm gonna keep doing it." And then he started selling them like crazy. And then 3 is just like you said, now putting that machine behind you. So like hooking up with like the Kardashians and the Jenners, getting behind Kanye. 2, also leaving Houston, which is one of the things you kind of have to do as an artist from Houston. Leave, get big, and you come back. It's nothing but full support. So you add all those 3 together, perfect opportunity. So every opportunity he got, he just knew to kill it.
Yeah, but not to take anything away from Houston, there are hella niggas from Houston who did all those things and didn't reach Travis Scott's level.
But the ones that do are pretty big though. Beyonce,
right? But I feel like there are very specific things to Travis's career.
So you just gonna leave out Bun B and Slim Thug like that? We just had the whole discussion about that whole song. You just gonna be like
Mike Jones,
Mike Jones, bro.
Millionaire, Zero,
all platinum artists.
But not Travis Scott, bro.
Travis is on
the no, not at all.
You know, you have to respect because how it's come and how it's been just curated all together. The logos, the branding, it's him. Like you see it. You see him. Like I remember his PacSun collaboration he did about 2.5 years ago. PacSun sold all of their stuff out in like 2 days.
Like Travis Scott?
Person that I remember having a collaboration even close to that was Jerry Lorenzo for the Fear of God Essentials. He had that going in PacSun for some time. But when Travis Scott did a surprise drop or a shock drop for Cactus Jack / PacSun collabs, it was up, bro. The dude is on, man. I give it to him.
It's like he's found a way to keep that niche of an audience that he has, but with each project that he brings out, he manages to find a way to bring in a flood of new people. So like if it's like you didn't know Travis, like he said, you didn't know him from the album that had Antidote on it to any of his next ones. Like, okay, Astro came out. You're gonna get looped in regardless because you can't help but hear about him with this craziness that he's doing with each thing that he partners up with.
Yeah. He lived the dream, bro. I think he had big dreams as a kid, and you can tell he's living it out fully. Reese's Puffs, I got a toy of myself. I'm in a video game.
Yo, for real.
A kid's dream because he has that.
Living it up.
I love it. I respect it, brother. Keep going.
Hey, you know what? Oh, my bad.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Pat, you need to trademark this because I was about to use this. You know, another reason too why he's so big, and it's something that's what I'm saying. You need to trademark this phrase. He is uniquely him. That's something that Pat uses all the time. He is very much uniquely him. Travis doesn't change who he is, where he's come from. Like, if y'all haven't watched his Netflix documentary or like when he started where he is now, amazing, and has still been him consistently from start.
I gotta check that out. I'm definitely gonna check that out. When do I say I'm uniquely him?
No. When you say be uniquely you, I would just I had to change it into him. But being uniquely you, that's a phrase that you use a lot. And I think
you're talking about what Kev be saying, aggressively genuine. I'm looking at his Billboard.com hits. He has Sicko Mode was crazy. I didn't know that was by far his biggest. That was like on #1 for like 50 something weeks.
So just wanted to give a shout out to Bay Area Coalition came through and still donating. Set $4.99.
Appreciate
$5 token. You want to say shout out from the 707. Keep up the dope content, fam. P.S. F. Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin. Filter, husband, whacked.
I wonder what her life is like now.
Right?
Hey, all you cats and kittens, bro. That's all that's life's about.
Is she still doing that?
I'm sure she is. I mean, that's her whole business, bro. She's not gonna stop.
I keep thinking like this happened like 15 years ago, and it happened like last year.
Exactly, it's all brand new.
So look, this is I want to go over his Billboard hits.
Yeah,
because he got some crazy shit. We forget. Obviously, he has Sicko Mode. Goosebumps was crazy. That was picked at number 32. He had Antidote, which was number 16. ZZ, remember with Kodak Black, the bum.
Oh yeah,
that was huge. That peaked at number 2. Butterfly Effect, Highest in the Room was actually number 1. The London with Young Thug and J. Cole. We got Take What You Want with Post Malone. Pick Up the Phone, Young Thug. Love Galore with SZA. Yosemite. Portland with Drake and Quavo. 4 a.m. with 2J's. Stargazing and Wake Up on his own both peaked.
Stargazing, that was the other one I was wondering if they played.
We got Dark Knight Dummo, Watch, Antisocial with Ed Sheeran, Turks, Biebs in the Trap. I don't know any of these.
What record did he produce? What records was he actually just behind just production instead of being as the artist on top of the record? Because I look at him, you know, Mike Dean is a legendary producer in the music industry, as well as a guy who mixes his records for months upon months to make sure the sound is correct. And seeing Travis Scott's, you know, production over time just become better and better and better and better. I'm very curious on how much influence did Mike Dean have on his production.
Mike Dean is a beast, man.
Yeah,
that's a good question.
Mike Dean is crazy. He pretty much did a lot of his own songs. Back in the day, Upper Echelon, I remember that because he used to be with Grand Hustle back when he dropped. I remember listening to Al Farrow. I really liked it. I don't revisit it a lot, but his first tape, Al Farrow, was dope as hell. He had and Mamacita. I forgot about Mamacita with Young Thug.
Dang, I forgot about that too.
That record crazy.
I know he performed. He produced a lot on Yeezus. Yeah.
I think it's Jesus.
He Yeezus.
What was that one he had with Kanye? It was like, I think it was what, Piss on Your Grave or something?
Yeah, that was a Travis Scott song though, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was on Rodeo. It was, I mean, good song. I mean, obviously the title throws you off, but when the beat starts going, bro, that's a dope ass song.
So I think he linked with Kanye back in when he did Cruel Summer, and he produced 3 tracks on Cruel Summer. Then he produced some shit for DJ Drama, and then he did his Al Farrow. Then he went straight to Yeezus. He produced I Am a God, New Slaves, and Guilt Trip.
Damn, that's
okay. So now see,
that's some heaters on that album too.
I'm like, okay, I get it.
That's insane.
Shout out to Fortnite guys, like for real, because let's think about how this the game is free. That's first and foremost. It's a free game. All right. Yeah, you gotta pay for customization for your character and skins and emotes and dancing and all this other crazy stuff that's within it. Great. But when Fortnite really started making an impact in the gaming world, everyone, you know, had to look. We had to stare and wonder, what is this game? I downloaded it on 2 consoles, on my PS4 and my Nintendo Switch, trying to figure out, okay, what is it that's so special about this game? Couldn't figure it out. A couple months later, Ninja blows up with the, you know, Drake coming into his live stream and playing with him, and then you had Juju Smith-Schuster pull off on it as well. And then now here we are again, you know, years later since Fortnite has been out, and we have a Travis Scott visual experience within the game. Like those guys over there at Epic Games are definitely keeping their eyes and ears open to what new things to bring to the brand to continue the longevity of it. What do you guys think is going to be next for them?
For Fortnite?
I don't know. I mean, I think, well, first of all, this is going to get bit all over the place. This is going to start happening. Fortnite had the pleasure of doing it big and first, but especially with this quarantine, I think that's why I'm so excited about this. Like, this was not only dope, but it was like the first of many. And I feel like they've been trying to do this with VR for the longest time, but they can't get niggas to buy VR glasses. Not everybody has just the Oculus at the crib, because after you get past the like gaming aspect of it, it's like, it's kind of just, I have one and I don't even use it. So it's like, when you think about it, Fortnite got everybody to go in there first, and then they did this. So now that people have finally seen it, I think that there's really no limit on like it's crazy because you know how like when you first see new technology, it's kind of like shitty. Like when you first saw VR, it's kind of like the worst version of it.
Yeah.
Like in the grand scheme of things, this is going to be like the smallest, like dumbest concert compared to where it's going to be in like a year or two. So that's just like super exciting for me.
So who would y'all like to see do a visual like this?
I mean, Pat did bring up that Drake can't do this, so
I don't think Drake could have pulled this off in Fortnite for sure. He could pull off a virtual concert for sure, but in this way, with all the cartoon aspect and the sci-fi, I don't know if it would have fit with Drake's brand. Shout out to Brianna Smith.
No, but yeah. Oh yeah. What up?
Was Drake a skin in Fortnite?
Ooh, I'm not sure.
I think so. I don't know why he would be.
I mean, the whole thing with him coming up with Ninja, I think they might have did something for him, but I don't think they did much. Because
Ninja just got his not too long ago.
Yeah,
right.
I don't think they did much.
So I don't know if Drake got one.
No, he didn't.
Let's see. Some of the chat saying The Weeknd, Tyler the Creator, Young Thug, Beyonce, Missy Elliott, Uzi.
Here's what they should do. I don't even know if I want to commit to one artist at this point. What they need to do is they need to go into the Grand Theft Auto 5 server, which is grittier and not as cartoony, and they need to have a show with Young Thug, Playboy Cardi, and let's have, well, I don't know, let's throw them, I don't know, the Migos up in there. They're not the best performers, but it's Grand Theft Auto.
And does a lot on playing with fans and getting the whole crew going. Chief Keef and his boys really be going heavy hard on Grand Theft Auto Online.
Yeah. I would watch Chief Keef performance in Grand Theft Auto.
And now that you did, you just said Grand Theft Auto, that opens up a lot.
Yeah.
Imagine there's a Grand Theft Auto Chirac and there's just a giant Chief Keef walking around in Chicago saying bitches love Sosa.
Yeah. But imagine too, like the map of Grand Theft Auto, like you gotta go travel to the concerts. Like imagine you gotta go to Sandy Shores to watch Kendrick Lamar's performance in the desert. Or you gotta go head to like the middle of downtown or like the airport or something to watch the Migos perform at the airport.
So you have to keep traveling and shit.
Yeah. But that's a lot. That'd be
then you could take a helicopter to that fucking performance.
Yep.
That's lit. A video game Coachella where there's different stages and you just have to go to each one would be tight. I would rather that than go to Coachella.
Man, I'm been to Coachella, so yeah, I'm good on that as a whole. So I'd rather you don't co-sign it, Pat.
It's too hot. Niggas is really dehydrated on all types of drugs, and then they go into a sweaty ass tent and try to have sex. I'm good. I would have a headache within the first 4 hours.
It's good for one day. That's it. Like
I'd go for a day.
Go Sunday. That's it. All weekend.
I don't like music festivals though, man.
No, it's overrated. And once you've been to one, you've been to them all.
I've been to a really bad one, and it just turned me off. It was like the worst. Like they even said, like the people who like coordinated how many people there was gonna be fucked up. Like it was just like this. There was a point in time where like vendors were jumping so that they can be above the crowd, and they'd be like t-shirts, and I was like, never again. Started raining.
Jumping up. T-shirts.
And they're $400 to get in, if that base price. But this was very free and very, very, very up my alley. And it was better. Like, ain't no giant Travis Scott walking around Coachella.
Not at all. Just light-wise with all like the lasers and pointers and stuff. It was just more epic.
I was in my couch, like.
It was fire, bro. Like I didn't know what to expect. I really didn't. And then you see the planet within the screen, and then the screen starts to disappear, and then boom, the astro thing hits the ground, which is everyone clears out, and you just see a goddamn 100-foot tall Travis Scott, chains on, tattoos, grill, braids. Like I'm in this thing, days on, giving his whole swag to the cameras. Is like that was dope. That's dope. I don't care what
Having
no
them
one said.
fly away was just like, fam.
Yeah.
Like, you felt the impact. Like, it made you like, oh shit, man, that was fire, bro. I don't care what
No
one said.
other musician in the history of music ever said, when I come out, I'm gonna blow up my fans. You couldn't have done that. This literally was the first one. The first thing I'm gonna do is smash against the ground so hard that my fans blow away. Like, nigga, what?
That's almost becoming that should become Travis' signature now from now, because he did the same thing. Well, not blow everybody up, but came flying in with the at Super Bowl. After they did the SpongeBob thing, they had the comic come in and then he started performing.
Good shit. Good shit. I mean, his Astro outer space branding, nuts. Cactus Jack thing, nuts. I mean, some of his chains that he has are just ridiculous. Have you guys seen some of Travis Scott's? Like, he has this crazy custom cross that's the Cactus Jack logo. That one's nuts. The Astro World, like, long pendant that has like the roller coasters in it.
The whole Astro World, the old Astro World logo.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm in.
This was a crazy experience. I feel like it opened the door for a lot of other different types of live events, but also just like it expanded the world of gaming, because I feel like now we're gonna see we're just gonna see gaming expand in ways that we have never seen it before. So no, this was super dope. I definitely just wanted to come on here and just discuss it. And definitely there's 4 more shows. There's 2 today. I think the first one already happened. But there's 2 today and 2 tomorrow. Check it out if you haven't. Even if you just watched it with us for the first time, get in there or go on Twitch and watch it for yourself. It's definitely like a great experience, and the music is dope. That's the one thing too. Like, there could have been a bunch of artists that did this where it's just like, I don't really like this song, but the visuals are tight. This dude got some fire. So yeah. Shout out to Travis Scott. Shout out to Fortnite and Epic Games. This was sick.
Oh yeah,
we're looking forward to seeing what they do next, man. Big shout out to Epic Games for expanding and reinventing and coming to the table with new ideas. It was one thing when they had the Star Wars trailer that no one had seen yet. It was an exclusive trailer only for Fortnite. Cool. Marshmello concert. Cool. Now we're here at Travis Scott, and it just literally blew up the internet. They just got more press than they probably did, when they first kicked off the Marshmello thing and everything else. So
right.
I'm in.
Oh yeah. I think we got to do 2 new Phantom Fictions now, man. Somebody said in the comments we got to do Fortchella and Grand Theft Concert.
Yep.
I like them both.
I love that. Y'all really named that.
They named Fortchella. I just threw out Grand Theft Concert.
Grand Theft Concert.
Fortchella. I like it. Let's do it. Let's get out. Let's get it done.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, appreciate you guys so much. Definitely stay tuned into All Def. Tonight, we are going to do the first ever Drunkies and Dragons. All right. You will get more information as we get closer, but it's pretty obvious, man. We gonna get drunk and we gonna play some Dungeons and Dragons. My character is fire. Can't wait to show you guys. Can't wait to tell you guys all about this little guy I got. Shout out to Super Casual Boom for the buzzer beater. Tune in tonight. Get your drinks ready. Get your popcorn ready. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, man.
As always, we have been the Arcade Tokens. Appreciate you. I am Patrick Cloud.
Cleo Thomas, again, Mr. Slick Living.
And I am Will Ferrell, and we will catch you next time.
Later, y'all.